What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? My name is Brady McGrath, and as always, I am joined with my co-hosts Cam Garrity and Bobby McBroom. Cam, how were you feeling today?
I got a small waist, pretty face, and a big bank.
Okay, Mrs. Cardi
Yeah,
B.
you do.
Is that Cardi B?
No, what is it? And then it's how can you hate
hating
when
on
you're
a
my
bitch when
mama's?
you my mama age?
Oh,
I hate on a bitch. You're my mama age.
It's just
Bobby,
stuck in my head.
yes.
Bobby,
Yes.
how you feeling today?
You know,
No, I don't. That's why we
Let it
asked.
all out.
You know,
Let it all out, Bob.
I'm a. It's like, what else can I say? It's like COVID. Like, it's the same shit, different day, man.
I guess so.
You
Yeah.
just gotta like make the best of it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
feeling motivated.
Motivated.
I'm gonna go with motivated.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now,
What do
Bobby,
you got for us, Bob?
I heard you got
Oh,
something for us, Bob.
speaking of motivated, I'm doing an ad read.
Yes, sir. Bobby Avery.
Speaking
So,
of motivated, which is a word I
Ken's
looked
favorite
up and
part
read
of the
before
week.
this. Yeah.
Ken's favorite part of the week,
Oh,
Bobby
man.
Avery's.
Hey Ken. Shout out Ken. This podcast is brought to you by who? Sunnyside Sports and more, baby. Get your audibles, autographs,
Spider Wild Banana.
collectibles at Sunnyside. Find them on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Man,
my
I
God.
fucked
Well,
up.
the
Hey, it was
feedback-
good. It was original.
Bobby, you tried real hard.
I try to be.
Bobby, you want to know something too? You
Yeah.
so fast out of the gate. I was like, oh, he's fucking up.
Yeah.
I know. I
The
was too
moment
good.
When you were like, what is this? What is it sponsored by? Sunnyside Sports and More. Get your I was like, oh, he's
dude,
done.
I was like ready for it.
You
I'm
were
gonna
ready.
get it.
I was like,
So,
he
I'm
either,
gonna get it.
he either practiced this or he didn't. And I was like, we're going to find out
No,
very
it
soon.
just came to his head.
Yeah.
So speaking of Sunnyside,
Uh,
big congratulations to Cal Garufo for winning the Stone Cold Steve Austin 8x10 picture from the Royal Rumble. Now, as the podcast's main wrestling correspondent, we have some massive news in the wrestling world today, starting with one Edge winning the Royal Rumble and Bianca Belair winning the female Royal Rumble.
which is awesome. It's a great addition to the
She is a
pay-per-view.
very young and up-and-coming star in WWE, and she's going to make absolute splashes. She calls herself the EST of wrestling. She is the best, the smartest, the fastest, the strongest. She is the EST of wrestling. And then we also get Edge right back on the top. He's going around making his rounds now to all the different champions on every show. He's going to go see Roman Reigns on Friday. It's going to be pretty interesting. And then hopping over to the other side of wrestling, we have AEW, who is WWE's big rival right now. They actually beat NXT again in ratings. On
Not
the
surprised.
Wednesday rating
NXT.
war.
I got a chance to watch NXT, and I was like, I because of you, obviously, I've been watching more of both, and AEW is like so much more fun than watch than NXT.
AEW is absolutely phenomenal. And then on last night's episode of AEW, they had a massive blowout match with Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, who are from TNA because they've been collaborating with them.
Love TNA.
This is John Moxley, Pac, and Ray Phoenix. All six of those guys are all phenomenal. And then the match ended. The Omega's team ended up getting the win. And the match ended with Moxley getting attacked by a masked assailant who then revealed himself to be Kenta from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
No, oh, I saw that.
He has the
sorry.
briefcase to fight John Moxley for his United States New Japan title. So now AEW has
I saw that.
NWA, they have TNA, they have AAA, and they also have now New Japan sitting in.
That dude's a monster.
I love Kenta, dude.
Dude.
He used to be he was in WWE and he was just like a jobber because he was small, but now he's just going around and absolutely smoking people. So I'm thinking what's going to happen is they're going to, because there's the group, the Bullet Club, they're going to take the Japan Bullet Club and they're going to come over and fight whatever Kenny Omega's version of the Bullet Club is right now. And I'm just excited. That's the world of wrestling today.
Can I just add? I'll add to that.
Add to it.
So as you know, because of you, I've been watching it more. My pick was Daniel Bryan. I texted you that. It was a good pick. See, I didn't go with my guy. I love Randy Orton. I still love Randy Orton.
Did you see how it ended?
Yeah,
Edge threw everybody out, and then Orton runs in.
Like, of course. What else would he do? I love the guy.
What else would he do?
But Edge winning it, man, that's awesome because I love him. His song is unbelievable. His intro.
It's one of the best intros in all of
sports. And I hope he goes after that. I hope he goes after Roman Reigns because how cool would that be?
That would be pretty sick. But I think it's gonna be tough to book, but that would be pretty sick. But yeah.
So that's the world of wrestling.
That's wrestling, baby.
Yeah,
maybe I'll pull back. Maybe I'll keep firing that off because I love that shit.
I was gonna say, I think we owe an apology to some of our podcast listeners and viewers.
No.
I just had an epiphany, and we're gonna blame it on COVID. I just sent this message to you guys while you guys were talking. I'm not really like a huge wrestling fan, so I was just kind of like, it kind of came to me. You know what I kind of feel like? We have let ourselves slip from the dad persona a little bit.
Yeah, I feel
because of COVID. Like you know what I mean? We used to be rocking. We used to be like dads. We used to just like chill, do the stuff. And it's not that it's a bad thing because I think the content's been amazing.
I think because we're not together, like it's harder.
That's true. And I also think because like we just lost motivation with COVID. Like I think a lot of people did. And I think like I know it's a little serious talk right now, but I think straight up like a lot of people have put their motivation in other things. And I think like we're motivated for the podcast. We still are. We love doing it. But I think that like brand kind of left us. So I want to apologize to some of the OG fans that think we sold out or something. But
we just gotta get right back in.
We got to get back on the wagon, and that's what's going to happen. And because of that slight announcement, we're going to be making these episodes a little bit shorter than usual because we feel like we want to give you guys wanting a little more. We're here every week. We're going to be making some more content. That's the thing we're focusing on. We got that draft episode coming. Maybe some skits. I don't know. When we can get together, whatever we want to do, just some dad stuff we need to get back to. And
I think it'll be easier too if we can once we're able to hang out and if you guys come down to play 9. We can video that shit.
Right. That's the issue. We just haven't been able to see each other.
This is so dad. Iced tea and Dr. Pepper right now. Yeah. No alcohol.
I also have a vitamin water.
Dude.
I have not seen you guys. The last person outside of my immediate family and immediate friend group that lives really close. The last time I saw anybody was in September. In September when we all hung out. When we played golf.
Yeah.
That was the last time I've seen anybody.
Wait.
September.
You poor boy.
I didn't play golf. I couldn't because of my shoulder then.
I just couldn't go because my grandparents and everything, and we all got COVID anyway. So.
Yes. That sucks.
But now
I'm gonna knock on wood. I drive Uber, and I have yet to even get a sniffle.
Yeah. But that's the thing is I hope everybody stays healthy.
Do they have to take a test to go into Uber?
No.
Do you have to just check off?
You need to check stuff off. You just need to take a picture of you wearing a mask. You have to be you wash your hands, you clean your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what
I don't do any of those.
We're gonna try to fight back to get that dad motivation and start seeing each other. I also think it's kind of the winter too. You know how the winter is. It makes everybody just kind of lazy a little bit.
Dad bod season's tough in the cold.
Yeah, I mean we're focused on hibernating, drinking beers, and getting bigger for when summer comes.
Exactly.
That's what our goal is. Actually, not. I've been losing some weight because COVID. By the way, before we get into hockey, because we're gonna jump right into that, but COVID, fucking, I lost 16 pounds from COVID. Yeah, because I just was not eating.
Get it again.
I need to catch it another 6 times.
Jesus.
That'll be great.
You'll be dead. No, you'll just be dead.
Yeah, but no.
6.
Anyway,
yeah.
Into hockey, and I wanted to say this. I think the Bruins are playing fantastic as a unit, but something that's worrying me a little bit is that goaltending. They're not playing terrible, but they are right about where Tuukka should be. He's right about league average. He's at I think 14 in save percentage, goals against, right? It's not his fault entirely because the defense is still so young.
Defense is poop.
But
No.
But I do think that the team
No,
as itself, and credit to Bruce Cassidy, and credit to the Bruins' first line because they are playing much better and much more efficient than they have ever played
Because
as
Pasta's
a unit.
back.
But even with Pasta, like that for some reason this year, like Bergie looks healthy, ready. Marchand is healthy, ready.
Marchand just had surgery, and Pasta
Right.
just had surgery.
But they're
That's
all
why
back.
look
They're all efficient.
unbelievable.
You know what I mean? Like,
Did you see what Marchand said?
Yeah.
He hasn't been 100% since 2018.
And I believe
It's
that.
3 years.
I
3
believe
years.
100%. And
And
that's
he's
what I
put
mean.
up what 30 goals.
But they seem that don't they seem to you a little bit more efficient when they're on the ice together? Like they
yes,
seem
I
like they're
think-
just better.
I think the big thing too is Bergeron's the captain. I
Mm-hmm.
think I know people talk about like, oh, he's not going to change. He's going to be this guy. I think if he wasn't the captain, he wouldn't have made that short pass for Pasta's second goal. I think he saw that and took an opportunity knowing he was the captain. Because I think if he scored, I mean, if he shot the puck could have went on
Yeah.
Pasta's second goal. But that pass he made, I was like, that
He
is my captain. Like
Also, as a
that-
leader, you got to know that that's your best player. You got to give it like in
That's
that
he
situation,
knows that.
Yeah,
And that's the
he's-
great thing.
yeah.
I think the one thing, I first of all, Pasternak, I'm wearing him obviously.
Mhm.
Of course.
The 50 goals is back, baby. We're
Yeah.
on the 50 goal train. Fuck everyone.
And the crazy thing
Sixth
is
season?
he's already almost in the top 10 for goals after not like playing less than a lot of people.
I'm just saying. And Craig Smith, he's a Boston Bruin. Nick Ritchie,
I hate Nick Rich, dude.
Me too. I hate
you
him.
still
Look,
hate him?
I do.
Look,
Dude,
I'm
I
not-
think
It's very
Actually,
early in the
he's
season.
gone from hate to like neutral for me.
I
I
give
still
him a
hate
lot
him.
of credit. And also, I tweeted this the other day, guys. Kevin Miller, have you seen his story and what like his battle to get back? And he looks great on the ice. The defense, see, this was what I think the defense looks great. I think McAvoy looks great. I think Carlos scoring, right?
I
Carlos got two
think
goals.
it's just like the ineffectiveness
How
of
many goals does
the
Connor
lower.
Clifton have?
He's gotten a lot more. Listen to this.
How many goals do you have, Bob?
No.
How many
No,
points do you have, Bob?
I knew you were going to say that. I know you were going to say that. Listen. He's gotten more ice time,
Mhm.
and has he made a lot of mistakes? No. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 mistakes when he's in the lineup. And Grizzly, right? We didn't talk about this, but Grizzly's out for a little while, right? He got hurt.
I think they're lacking a leader, like we said in the beginning of the before the season started. We said this team.
I
we
think
don't.
Chucky's doing a good
I
job.
think he's doing yeah.
I know. I think he's doing a good job, but
Buffalo's doing
I
a
like I
fantastic
said,
job.
we mentioned before, we're like we think they need a veteran at the trade deadline, whether it's somebody for a third line, whether it's a third pair defenseman.
I
fifth
think
or
a
sixth.
defenseman.
Yeah.
I think a defenseman would be good. I think their forwards, the way they're playing. I mean, JD is still a question mark.
But I
so
think
we'll see.
I think they're missing Chara's leadership and experience, even if not being on the ice, just him being in that locker room for those defensemen. I think Charlie's
Watching-
doing a great job, but I think they need to go at the deadline and find some like cheap veteran defenseman to come in here that's been in the playoffs before, to help out some of these younger guys. Even if he's a healthy scratch, just to be on the roster, I think would help.
Right, we have Kevin Miller for that spot. I know he hasn't played in a while, but he's
Yeah.
that veteran spot. I just watching Chara and watching him play against the Bees in that
That
3-goal deficit, like they lost that game. He looked towards the end of the game, at overtime in the third period. He looked so slow.
Yeah,
and that's what's
he was
going to happen.
torched.
So I'm glad he's gone.
I don't want him
anybody on
back.
the
I
back
miss
end. I don't-
Chara, the
I-
leader, but not
yeah,
the player.
exactly. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like everybody always says whatever they're gonna say about Chara, right? It's like, oh, he's old, he's slow, like all this stuff. But one
No
thing we're
crap,
gonna miss
43.
is we're gonna miss his leadership. We're gonna miss his stick on the power and the penalty kill. Like we're gonna miss Chara. Like that's a fact.
Yeah.
Like, and even then, it's like there goes that leader. You know what I mean?
I
There
want
goes that veteran defenseman. And I've also decided, strictly for you, Bob.
yes,
Every week we do the podcast. I am going to do a Connor Clifton check-in.
of course you are.
Currently 5 games in, 0 goals, 0 assists.
How many
0
games has he
points.
played? How many has
5
been dressed
games.
for?
5 games.
No, because Grizzly.
2020-2021 regular season on NHL.com. 5 games played, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, and a 0 plus minus. So at least he's even
That's
on
not
the
right.
plus minus.
I don't think that's right. They haven't updated that because
No,
he's
they
been
have
on
updated
ice.
it.
He's gotten a lot of ice time, and he's gotten like a couple of secondary.
It's right here.
They haven't updated
Got it
it.
right here.
There's
It's
no way
NHL.com,
it's
buddy.
updated.
I have not seen him as a secondary assist ever this season.
So maybe he didn't get an assist, but I've seen him have a breakout pass to lead to a couple
Yeah,
goals.
yeah, but I mean,
Like,
like,
it's not an
it's
assist,
not like
but
he's
The plus
thing
minus is not 0.
No, the thing we need from him, honestly, for
0.
a leap is if he can just somehow get 3 goals and, like, I don't even care if he gets 10 assists on the season and just has a positive plus minus. That's all we fucking need.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
So every week I'm doing a Cliffy check, and
I hope
we're
he's.
getting-
Hey, Connor Clifton, if you're listening, step up. Let's go, baby.
I
I'm on
hope
your
he.
side,
You know what,
baby.
Bob? I hope by the end of the season I'm reading a lot of goals for the Cliffy check. But
Yeah.
If he's
Cliffy
listening,
check has
let's go.
started with 5 games.
If he's
and
listening, we
goose
want
eggs.
you on the podcast. By
That
the way.
too.
I don't think he's listening, but if he is,
We want
He'd
you to
be
come
like-
on the podcast and defend yourself, but we have yet to have anybody from pro sports come on. Oh, Manfred 100% because he watches. They listen to us when we talk about him. Yeah. Yeah. I thought they would be a lot better out the gate. Yeah.
Was playing a lot better than I thought he would. I'll give him credit. I think Halak needs to step up.
Two came in firing, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
I think this is what I was saying about the goaltending scares me a little bit. Not that they're playing terrible, but if we want to take that leap and be, a contender, a serious contender, Tuukka's got to have Vezina numbers again. I think right now he's middle of the pack.
I mean, he's been getting.
Halak's
I
middle
mean,
of the
it's
pack.
really
It's because
really
of the
early,
defense,
but
but
it's early. It's early, but like Tuukka gets Vezina numbers
every
every
year.
year for the past 3 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Right as of right now, if we're at this current rate, I'm a little worried. Which, like I said, disclaimer: it's very early in the year. I know they'll turn it around, but I think
he'll turn it around.
yeah, at least him. But I think I would love to have him and Halak
I mean, we haven't lost in
be a lot
regulation
better.
yet,
I mean, even
right?
if Halak is middle of the pack, that's fine. No, we have no. I don't think we have.
Maybe one.
Or one
no,
loss.
we got that blowout loss to Washington
That's right.
before we came back.
Yes,
the
right.
game
You're
before
right,
we
you're
came
That's right. Yeah. So we have 1 loss in regulation. I think that as of right now, I think goaltending is spectacular.
Yeah,
I agree.
7-1-2, 16 points.
Look
But-
at that. The
That's
hockey
unreal.
guy knows something.
You did say the Flyers were struggling though, but they are actually 7-2-2. They've played one more game than us. I thought they would be a lot better than they're at, even though it's not saying much. Like they're scraping by in the wins.
I think the other thing I want, their defense is just as young as us,
Yeah,
and we're playing, give Cassidy a lot of credit and that coaching staff. They're playing a lot better than Philadelphia's defense.
how do we like the divisions again? I know we brought
I
it up
love it.
early. Do we? I want them to keep it like this.
You know, you want to know who I feel bad for?
Who?
I feel bad for 2 people in the NHL, and only 2 people in the NHL.
2 people or 2 teams?
2 people.
Okay.
Who's the 2 people?
I feel bad for Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. My heart is with them. My prayers are in their minds. Like, they are putting on an absolute show to be in such a dumpster fire of an organization. Like, if I'm
That team and that organization is turning it around.
everybody, they were supposed to turn it around for the 6 years.
You know
in
what
a
their
row.
issue
got a
is?
When they
top-
got when they got the
goaltender.
first overall pick 4 years.
4 years in a row. Like,
They don't
that
have a
was supposed to turn
goaltender.
it
They have
around.
no goaltender. Because the
we had one that
goaltender
was
just
disgruntled at one point. That was
Gives
getting
up.
talked
Like, they
about.
don't. Like, I don't know. I mean, I do feel bad for McDavid, and maybe he leaves one day, but who knows? The great one left, right? He left.
did.
That's the
So-
thing, though, too, is like if you're McDavid, do you want to play in the shadow of the great one in that organization, or do you want to go try to start a new legacy
Come to
as
Boston.
early as possible?
Yeah, come to Boston.
Dude,
Well, 100%, yeah, we'll take
fuck
it. but-
Krejci, right?
Yeah, but I
No
mean, like,
offense, we
if
love
you're
David
if you're
Krejci.
him, like,
24.
do you think about that? Like,
So-
let me go to another team and maybe like even if it's like Calgary, like
You
just
guys
like
ready
let
for
me go
this?
there and start.
Johnny Hockey and
So
Connor
far,
McDavid.
Yeah,
so
that'd
we've
be
done.
nice.
We already did the Cliffy check. So let's just do the total check here. Points right now is McDavid 24,
Yep.
Draisaitl with
16
22,
assists.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
and then Bergeron with 15.
Yeah.
Maybe
Third. That is
I think
third.
Bergie's got what 15 assists,
something nuts.
something nuts,
has-
or like 12. I think it was up there.
And he's
No,
got something.
Bergie has 9 assists and 6 goals.
He really have
That's-
6 goals
That's a lot for early on.
for him. Yeah.
Pastas has 5 in what, 3 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's third. He's disgusting.
50 train. The 50
And I'm
train is
very-
back
and I'm
on.
very happy he's back.
Yes. I'm very happy
50
anything
train's
back.
back on.
So, I do want to talk about briefly the Celtics before we kind of get to our commercial break, because once we get back from the commercial break, we are going to be talking about the Super Bowl and talking
What?
about that. But I do want to talk about the
Playoffs.
Boston Celtics and how this is actually a
Playoffs.
complete 180 from how the Bruins are playing right now. They have been the most inconsistent team, and I think it literally has come down to, like we said, I think it comes down to Brad Stevens. I said this
Thank you.
before, and I think that he needs to be on the chopping block. He's been here too long, and that's why I said he has this year to prove, can he make it to the finals, or we
Yeah.
have to start considering looking elsewhere after this year, because you have the best young duo in the league, right? You had Peyton Pritchard, who's another good pick, right? You have Marcus
He's going to be
Smart.
back soon, which is
Right,
huge.
he's going to be back soon, but you have Marcus Smart, you have Kemba. There's plenty of talent on this team, and you have a trade exception. So if he just tells Danny, like, go get me a center, go get me this, his positionless basketball, he tried to be new wave in the NBA. There was a couple of years where everybody kind of followed the suit of positionless basketball, but now everybody's back to, like, regular basketball. It's proven. You need a big man that can play 30 minutes, right? Even if he's not electric, right? If you're just getting 10 and 7 a night and they're just athletic, like, I would rather see Robert Williams play 35 minutes a game right now than the rotation we have. I would rather see that because honestly, and again, give credit to Robert Williams.
Because at least he'll play, and
Yeah.
at least like it
And
doesn't
he'll
matter how
be
lost he
athletic.
looks. At
Yeah.
least he'll get like some kind of minutes.
He'll get
some
two
kind of play.
2-3 blocks a game, like if he gets that, like because that's what he's about to average that now with the minutes he's getting. He's actually the 6th most efficient center in the league, I think. Still, I have to check the efficiency ratings again. He's shooting like 70% from the field. Like he's offensively playing really well, and defensively he does look a little lost still, but he is not as bad as he was before. And I think that he has taken a good leap forward. And he still is only 23 years old himself. Like he's not, or sorry, no, he's not 23. Isn't he like 21? He's younger than Tatum, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
So he's like, you know what I mean? Like that's another.
Robert
building
Williams
block.
is currently 4th in player efficiency rating,
Jesus.
behind Embiid, Jokic, and Towns.
That's a good company to be in. Now, obviously, he doesn't have the same minutes. He doesn't have the same volume. Like those guys, their volume is incredible, and they're that efficient, which means those players are probably. I think Jokic has a really good chance to win the MVP. The fact that
Oh yeah,
Robert Williams is in there is a good sign for the Celtics, but the fact that
and
Stevens isn't playing him enough,
only at 15 minutes a game too.
Right.
It's like you look at everybody else, like the top 3.
what's his points per game and all that?
His
I just want to say the Celtics
I think it's like
are bad.
6 and 5 or something, right?
yeah, something like that.
The Celtics are bad, and I've
The
been saying
Celtics
it.
are not bad.
The
And you're
Celtics are not
welcome.
bad. It's
They're bad.
It comes
They're
down to
bad.
the coaching.
Don't say
Brad
you're
Stevens.
welcome because they're not bad.
Brad Stevens
You can
is
say
bad.
you can say Brad Stevens is bad, but if
They're
you're
bad.
gonna
Yeah.
sit back and say that the Celtics are bad with the talent that they have on their team, with Bobby, get your damn feet out of the camera. With the
I'm
talent
sitting
this
back.
team
I'm sitting
has-
back.
The talent this team has with Tatum, Brown, with everybody getting hurt. Kemba's not fully healthy yet.
No, he's still on minutes restriction.
Kevin's
Bad.
not fully healthy yet. Tristan Thompson's not fully healthy yet. We lost Peyton Pritchard, who is shooting out
He
of
was
off the
50,
moon.
40, 90.
And then we also have
Rookie of the
Marcus
Year
Smart now out for 3 to 4 weeks.
Trade him.
It's tough. It's really tough.
And
But
you have
go out.
yeah.
If they go out and snag a center, if they go out there, and I think the Rudy Gobert dream is dead now, strictly
Oh, it
because
is.
of
Yeah,
how
it
good
is.
Utah is.
That's what I said last time. Yeah.
Um,
Too good now.
that you're way too good now. We missed that boat. But I
Snapface.
think that if we can go out and get a competitive center that is going to score and he's going to rebound for us,
Do you have
and-
an idea?
I'm trying to think.
Because this is my question for you. The reason I ask you this, right, is because Celtics fans love all of their players, right?
Yeah.
We all do. Would
I
it
don't.
be worth it? Like, for me, would it be worth it to try? At this point, I have 3 untouchables on this roster. 4. I have 4 untouchables on this roster. It's Tatum and Brown, obviously, and it is Peyton Pritchard, and
Already?
it is Robert
Yes.
Williams.
Hot take.
No, Pritchard, I think, is completely untouchable.
And Robert
Yeah.
Williams is my half untouchable because
Why would you
if
say
you're
put
talking
him
about
as
like an
the
Anthony
Connor?
Davis or a Jokic or a Karl Anthony Towns, I'll trade Robert Williams any day of the week. But I think Robert Williams has a lot of upside, and I think if we can bring in a coach that can actually get it out of him, right? Because I don't think Brad Stevens gets it because he likes the positionless basketball. If you bring in a traditional basketball coach that comes in, doesn't even have to be that good. I think you can see that out of Robert Williams. But yes,
Right.
Peyton Pritchard is untouchable for the sole fact that like you have to think like Kemba Walker's not getting any younger, and Marcus Smart's a defensive player, right?
And
But-
he's not getting any
and he's
younger.
not getting any younger
Exactly.
either. But like,
That's
you still
true.
need a point guard for the future, and you know what I mean. Like, you have
That's
Robert
true.
Williams, you have that. It's like Tatum and Brown are gonna need somebody like a Peyton Pritchard in their career if they want to win championships.
Exactly. You need that young guy.
That's
That's gonna,
true.
like,
That
look
is
what, even though
That's
they
fine.
didn't
That was
win
the
last
Rondo.
year, look what Tyler Hero did last year for Miami.
Yeah.
I
In
know.
the
I know.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Look how
Yep.
important he was as a rookie in
Look
that
at
run.
Rondo in 2008. He was that young
I
guy
know.
that was glue. He was perfect for that team.
Exactly.
And then he was again.
And to
last
go
year.
off and to
He
go
was.
off of what you were saying about who I would want to go after with that trade exception, if possible, I would look into Andre Drummond.
I like that.
I like
even-
I
that
like
too.
him.
And even if we
Vucevic
just
is an
tried
option.
to, that's another one I was going to say. Vucevic is another option. Maybe even venture back into the Clint Capella escape.
If he's available, I'll
Atlanta,
take that. I mean, like,
he's-
if they're looking to trade him, I'm okay. Like, that's what I mean. I'm okay with any center. Literally any legit center. When I mean center, I mean
even
like,
though he's
I mean
new-
6'11" and higher. Like,
He's even though he's new to the team, maybe even hopping after Jared Allen.
I'd be okay with that too. You know
And
what?
maybe
Another
and that
thing,
probably wouldn't even need to use the exception out of that.
I like
Probably
Taco
not.
Fall, right? As like a bench player, as like the Brian Scalabrine of this team, right? But like, let's be real.
Stop
He's-
shooting Taco like a Make-A-Wish kid. Let him play
Right.
basketball.
Let him play basketball for what he is. But the thing is like
Gosh.
he is your tallest player, and like if you take him out of the equation, right, because he doesn't play and he's like a non-factor, you literally have your tallest player at that point is Jason Tatum at 6'9". Everybody else, you have nobody taller. Tristan Thompson 6'8", Daniel Tice 6'8", Robert Williams 6'8".
I hate
they're all,
Tice.
They're all that height, right? And
just
and the
gonna
only
say that
reason
now.
Robert Williams I want to play is because he's super athletic and his wingspan's like 9 feet. Like this guy, he's a freak of nature athletically. So like that I'm okay with. You want to put him 6'8" with his wingspan, that's totally fine. But we need a 7-footer, someone who's got body mass, right? Like Vucevic. Like I would like that. Like obviously he's not like gonna lock down any player, but hey, he can also spread the floor. He can shoot threes. My ideal situation, if you're telling me Karl Anthony Towns wants out because of how bad that team is, I'd go after him any day. Of the week.
Who would you give up though?
I would give up everybody except Tatum, Brown, Kemba, and
You could
Pritchard.
probably put in that trade exception.
I give up Kemba
You could probably put in the trade exception
if you want to keep Pritchard.
Kemba and Tice.
I think for Cat, I think Cat would take multiple draft picks. I think it would
Yeah,
take.
and
I would
draft
think.
too.
I think it would take draft picks. I think it would take Nesmith. I think it would take like Semi. I think it would take Marcus Smart.
Semi.
I think it would take Marcus Smart. I think it would take
Only
Tice.
Kemba.
Like I think they would get you. They'd be getting a haul back for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Because as they
we'd
should.
probably be able to snag one of their like bench scorers as well with it. But that's the thing, and everybody also is out there trying to use this trade exception on JJ Redick, and it's like, guys,
No.
this is a once in a lifetime opportunity with this trade exception that we can use to bring in a third star,
Yeah.
right? So that we have because we have bird rights on Tatum and Brown, so technically they count as one star. And Kemba's the other star contract. So now we can bring in a fourth really good player and have a big four similar to how the Warriors, when they had Draymond, KD, like it's the same situation. They were able to land KD because of the trade exceptions and stuff
Yep.
that they had, right? They drafted the other 3 guys. And we're here right now where you could have a really good team with Kemba. Pritchard is very good defensively too. Like if you want, you could throw Pritchard out there with Kemba. You could have Tatum and Brown and some center, and there you go. That's a big 5 right there.
Now, I know for myself, I know exactly what coach I would go to if I had the chance. But moving on from Brad Stevens, I wanted to ask you guys before I gave my name. I think you guys know who I would go with. He's brand new coach, Steve Nash. I would love him here in Boston as coach. I was thinking, who do you guys think you bring in now? If you say, let's move on from Brad Stevens.
Are we talking if everybody's available or?
Yeah. Let's say Brad Stevens. How many more years does Brad have? 2?
2.
Yeah.
So when he's done, so probably everyone who's available after that. Or
the
we
thing
think.
is, I'm going to be completely honest with you. The NBA is so weird with coaches of how much they get fired and move around. I have no idea who's available and who's not. Who's an assistant.
Tom Thibodeau would be good too.
Another guy that I would bring in. You know who I would bring in, even though it was kind of like it didn't really work out where it was. I would call up Alvin Gentry.
Yes.
You know what I would do?
See, I would too.
You know what I would do? I would go a pretty unique route. I would go former player, but former Celtic. No, Tim Duncan would be awesome.
Scalabrine.
Former
Scal
player,
for head coach.
former player, former Celtic. 2 options
Paul
here
Pierce.
would be either a Kevin Garnett as an assistant and maybe promoting Evan Turner.
Ooh.
Maybe that's the plan why they hired him this offseason. They want to groom him as a coach for if Brad doesn't work out, they have Evan Turner coming up.
They have somebody there.
Right?
I would love to have
the Celtics assistant coach is pretty good as well.
And I think speaking more on coaches because we brought up the fact of like Tim Duncan's there and Steve Nash is there. I think that
I love Perk.
The way that the sport is evolving right now, that we are going to see a lot of former players starting to take more jobs. Like,
because there's smarter players in the league than there were.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not saying players were dumb, but players back then were just like, they just wanted to play the game.
I agree.
And that's it.
Steve Nash.
They were just good. And now you have players who are like cerebral players. That's
10 to 15 years down the line, out of the 30, is it 30 or 31? How many teams are in the NBA?
31.
30. So out of the 30 teams in the NBA in about 15 years, I'm predicting maybe close to half of them are going to be former players.
Would you?
We're going to have to come back to this podcast.
Would you hire? I would hire Miss Becky. Give her a chance.
Exactly.
Coaching job.
That's what I would do. It. We're in
because I've literally been watching that whole just because it's obviously you want to see how it goes, and she's been destroying it for them.
She's doing great.
It's that team, the work that everybody that is around that team has been she's amazing. And it's dude, take a chance on anybody like that, because anybody who learns under Pop, I don't care who it is, she's would be the highest person.
And I need to go on a quick rant really quick. I want you guys to just soak this in. This is dedicated. This quick little rant right here is dedicated to all of the people that comment on pictures on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or anything like that. When a female in sports does something so monumental
or anything at all
that steps into the scape of men's sports, and people will comment, "Why does this matter? I don't care. This is stupid. Who does she think she is? That's just pointless." If a woman is taking a job as an assistant coach, if a woman is taking a job as a head trainer on a football field, anything like that, that is a predominantly men-dominated field, as we've seen forever. And now that they're stepping into the scape and they're stepping forward and they're taking these jobs and they're breaking barriers, it's I don't want to use I don't want to say the barrier, but they are shattering a glass ceiling. They are breaking expectations out of anybody that has ever come about it. So people need to stop with
I think it's just people being trolls on internet. But
but some people think that way though.
Oh, I know.
That's the crazy thing.
You read it and you're just and I'm just dude,
it's Becky Hammond is it's Popovich is out for a week. Becky Hammond's gonna.
Why can't they get another assistant? It's because they want to give her an opportunity.
Why does it matter that they're letting her do it? But if everybody's equal, I hate that argument too, because people say if everyone's equal,
Why does it matter in general to anybody? Just
You
move
guys
on
just
and
talk
watch the sport.
Zach at the same time, and I have no idea what.
Sorry,
either one
Bob.
of you
But I
said.
meant like, but why does it matter in general? Just watch the damn sport. It's not going to change. The players are still playing. Like,
Yeah.
and just look at it as a coach and be like, did she do a good job? No. Okay, you can talk shit about her being a bad coach, right? But you should not be talking shit about people breaking barriers for the sake of them breaking barriers.
What
You
is it?
can easily comment on their performance and how they do, but you should not be able to be sitting there making comments just because.
The Marlins GM
Yes.
is the best. I think she is the best like use of this whole entire argument.
Yep.
Strictly for the fact that when I remember I was reading the comments and people were like, "Oh, it's just a woman. That's just how 2020 is going." It's like they
Jesus
have to give
Christ.
women power. They have to do this and they have to do this. But nobody realizes she has a ring with the Yankees.
She's been in the industry for 15
She's been in the
plus
industry
years.
for 50 exactly. She's been in the industry for almost 20 years. She has two rings. She has 2 rings.
with the Yankees.
With
Both
the
of them, yeah.
So she clearly has the credentials, but people just don't want to accept that she has the credentials. So ladies, I'm with you. Masculinity is going too far.
I think it's just, I honestly think it's the fact that people realize it's traditionally a man's sport, right? And I think that because they always wanted to be a GM or a coach, and they feel threatened that a woman,
their feelings are hurt.
but they're feeling that's what it is.
Woman, take job I need.
But I just think people nowadays,
food
because of
off my
social media,
table.
I think people have way too much feelings on social media and are too open with like their feelings and like commenting shit like as they think it, rather than being like, is this something I should post? A lot of people just send it out there anymore because they don't really give a crap. And I think that that's what you kind of see with a lot of the times. Like when I comment something, like sometimes, I mean, like if it's like sports related, like I don't really care. But if it's like about a topic that people are like going back and forth about, like if I have to argue with someone, I'm like, I don't really feel like putting the energy into this. Like, I know I can make the points, but I know that you're just going to read the message, you're going to look at it and not actually get what I'm trying to say. So I'd rather just have a face-to-face conversation and talk about stuff that even if it's controversial, rather than on Twitter or anything, because you're just going to get taken out of context. And I think if people start realizing that again and start like respecting each other and like loving people as just like having differences of opinions on just everything, I think we'll get in a good spot. With that, we're going to segue right over to a quick commercial break from Backyard Spice and Thrive.
You don't have to listen to me.
We're not going to say the rest of Thrive because YouTube is a meanie, so we'll be right back. We know the dads love to cook, and we're excited to share our new sponsor, Backyard Spice. Backyard Spice specializes in homemade spices to enhance your grilling or cooking. But it doesn't stop there, because you can put this shit on anything. French fries, burgers, chicken, turkey, and honestly, whatever the hell you feel like. And let me tell you, their new flavor, Rub-N Racks, chef's kiss. Their spices are actually handmade, natural, and they taste amazing. Head over to backyardspicecompany.com and use promo code DADS for 15% off your order. Get cooking.
What is up, everybody? It is your favorite dad, Brady, here, telling you about one of his favorite things on the planet. And no, it's not eating. It is sports betting. Our sponsor, Thrive Fantasy, is a daily fantasy sports app for player props. And what's great about their app is that they've eliminated the need to do countless hours of research, because they only ask you about the top-tier athletes in the respected field you're looking for. To get started, make sure you sign up using promo code DADS, and you will receive an instant match bonus of up to $50 on your first deposit of $20 or more. So let's say you deposit in that $50, you're going to get $50 back, having $100 to bet right on your own here. So make sure you download the Thrive Fantasy app on the Apple App Store or Play Store, or by visiting their website at www.thrivefantasy.com. Like I said, make sure you sign up with promo code DADS, D-A-D-S, and let's sign up and hashtag prop up today.
And we're back!
Tom Brady.
Yes, Super Bowl time. We are going to finish off this episode.
I had to get one in there.
Some great
I had to
Super
get one
Bowl
in there.
talks.
I'm
We need
so
Tom Brady.
excited.
I am excited for this because I'm going to be making some great food for this as usual. Again, this is another Super Bowl. We said this last year,
As
but
usual, I don't remember you making any food for our Super Bowl parties.
well, yeah, for me, I made it for
We
me.
had Menace.
Yeah, we did.
We had the coupons,
Dude, his dip. Oh
Yeah,
my
that-
god,
yo.
that dip.
Yes.
Yeah, I might have to call. I haven't talked to him in a while. I might have to call him up and be like, "Hey, you want to make me that dip, bro?"
We
Oh man.
we've been saying this for the last couple of years though. This is the first time that like we truly get to enjoy it as Patriots fans, because before like we're like still kind of like, oh, we're rebuilding, like we still have Tom, like we didn't make it. This is officially like we knew we had no chance going into the season to make the Super Bowl. We knew we had a slight chance of making the playoffs. Now we were actually able to enjoy the whole playoffs, which I have, and actually be football fans. And the thing I'm most excited for is Tom Brady is back in the Super Bowl. Whether he gets blown out or not, just the fact that he made it there again, to be at his age, playing in yet another Super Bowl. It's a great matchup. It's what the NFL wants. They want the heir apparent to the guy who's actually holding the throne. They want that. And I think, as much as I kept saying, do not bet against Tom, do not bet against the GOAT, do not bet against the GOAT, I think this is where Patrick Mahomes wins this game, and I think he has to for his legacy. And I also just think the Chiefs are too good of a team talent-wise. They have too many really good players in their prime on both sides of the ball, and so do the Buccaneers. But the Buccaneers, it's almost like when you line everybody up, it's like slight advantage to the Chiefs at each position that's lined up.
I would disagree.
As of right now.
I think
Not
I would-
each-
I don't
not
think
every
so. I would
position.
take
I'm not
Leonard
saying every.
Fournette over Bell any day of the week.
No. That's why I didn't say every single position. I'm saying at the
Wide
positions
receiver.
where, like wide out, like Tyreek Hill
I'd
now.
take AB. I take Mike Evans, dude. Chris Godwin has one hand,
Right.
and the thing he's been able to do this year with
But I'm
Tom
just saying
Brady,
is that's what I'm saying.
105 mile an
You
hour
look at
fastball.
Patrick Mahomes, right?
He's
Better
kissed my ass.
better than Brady right now. You look at their running backs. I think the
I don't
Buccaneers
think
have an
Mahomes is
advantage.
better than Brady.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Bobby,
I
stop
think-
it.
Come on.
this is playoff Tom
Bobby, stop
I'm
it.
talking about, and I love
Bobby, stop it.
playoff Tom, and I love how he's playing.
I love playoff
think-
Tom, and he'll win, but I don't think he's
Bobby.
better.
You just said Kansas City's gonna win.
No, I'm saying like he's won. No, I didn't.
Oh, he's won.
I didn't mean it like
I
he'll
got you.
win.
I got you.
He's won because that's playoff Tom. He knows how to win the games when it's close. But just pure performance and who's a better quarterback,
here's the
it has
thing.
been Patrick Mahomes. And when you have weapons like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, as much as I don't like them, you have to give credit to where it's due.
Tom Brady played perfect against Philadelphia, against a backup
Yep,
quarterback
he did.
that nobody knew. He played perfect. That team played perfect on the offense. It was great, everything, and they still lost.
Right.
So I don't think Mahomes' legacy is on the line here. I think Mahomes is going to have a great game. I think Tom's going to have a great game. I think
so
there's
too.
going to be some defensive, I think White's
gonna be a
going to
great
have
game.
a pick.
Look,
It is.
I'm saying this right now. I was talking to my dad about it. Me and him had the conversation. If the Buccaneers front seven, who I think is top 3 front seven in the entire
Unreal.
league,
Yep.
within the league, top 3, top
They went very under the
front
radar
seven.
all year.
And if they play the way that they played last week, then or 2 weeks ago, they will hammer them.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes doesn't want to take hits right now.
No.
And
He doesn't want to take it. He can't take hits right now.
Well, they signed Eli Manning. He's their backup.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I thought it was Nick Foles. Wait, is it
No,
Eli or
That'd be
Nick?
hilarious. They got both. They got both. But
Just in
I'm
case.
saying-
Wildcat formation.
But I'm
with both
straight
of them
up
out there.
saying if that front seven comes to play,
Put him on defense.
then I would 100% be taking the Buccaneers. But I do think that there's just something different because I was reading a list. It was how Vegas ranked every player, every player that's going to have a starting chance in the Super Bowl, and the top 5 players, 4 of them were Chiefs, and one of them was Tom Brady at number 2.
Dude, that's
Mahomes
fine.
number
That's
1.
fine by me.
But this
That's
is
what the
what I'm
Bucs want.
saying. This is what I'm saying though. Then you start looking down the list again, and then the next 10. I mean, the next 5. It's 4 of them are Buccaneers, and one of them is a Chief, and then it's like 3 and 2, and then it's 4 and 1 again. It's it's like the Chiefs are very top heavy on offense.
The issue that I have though with this is when you compare
He just
Tyreek
cut you
Hill,
off,
when
Brady.
you hear
No,
Tyreek Hill to
Oh.
Mike Evans, when you compare Tyreek Hill to Mike Evans, I think Mike
think you would
Evans
continue.
is a physical freak and is a better overall wideout. But I think that Tyreek Hill is just so unguardable that's why with Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce is why I think that offense is more explosive and is going to score a lot more points. And I think Tom Brady is going to have a game similar to Philly if he's going to want to beat this team, because I think it's going to be very, very, very hard for as good as that defense is to be able to cover Tyreek Hill, because really it's been proven nobody can cover him in the league.
I think that
Mike
front center,
Evans is
like
not
Brady
as
said.
fast, and I think you can slow him down. I don't think he's going to have a bad game at all.
His Twitter handle is faster than you.
Yeah.
So he is faster than all of us.
Well,
And
that's
also,
it's never going to be
first of
proven
all-
because he
first
won't
of all,
race us. He's scared.
Scotty Miller needs
Is
to
as
take-
fast,
He needs to take a step back.
but not the
Why? What happened?
He said that if it was a one-on-one
Oh, I
race
saw that. I
between
saw
him
that.
and Tyreek Hill, that he could beat him. I think Scotty Miller needs to understand that Tyreek Hill was asked to train for the Olympics.
Yeah.
I don't think, putting two
But
and two together here.
Scotty Miller also hasn't had the as much exposure as Tyreek Hill has the last
Scotty
couple
Miller
years.
is also speed.
But
Damn.
I think he's
At
fast.
all.
And I think if they actually in the offseason for views, that would be hilarious to see them have an actual foot race. I don't care
if they had a Pro Bowl, that would have happened.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. They would have flew Scotty into Hawaii and been like, "Let's go, you're going."
Yeah.
One of
So,
them would try to hurt the other.
I just think with this game, I think what it's also going to come down to, and I know this is going to be impossible, it's going to come down to the Buccaneers coaching staff outside of Arians to have a great coached game.
I think Arians is the worst on that coaching staff.
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
I
Leftwich
agree.
has done a great job.
Yep.
So has the defensive
And so has
coordinator.
It was Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles has been
So I
phenomenal.
think they'll
Todd
be
Bowles
fine.
has, I think, earned himself a head coaching job again. He's gotten another chance. Not immediately, but I think in a couple years he could be back in the mix for a team.
Bring them to New England.
He has gained another
Defense,
Although,
maybe.
do you think Belichick will ever leave? Just side note.
when he does.
I'm not even joking. I think he would be a coach that dies as a head coach.
Yeah.
I think he would and the thing is what we also have to talk about with the Patriots, which is kind of getting scary, is the kind of nepotism going on with his sons that are getting thrusted into higher and higher positions, and I'm afraid that one day they're going to be the head coach, and I don't think they're very good, and I think that I don't want the Patriots to just be like, well, it's in the family legacy like how the Cowboys do, right? I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be pick the best coach when Belichick is gone, if that's McDaniels, if that's Gerard Mayo, whoever it is.
I think
right?
McDaniels.
I think that needs to happen, but I think it's McDaniels, but I'm afraid.
I don't want him to leave. That's
I'm
the issue.
afraid
If he leaves.
Yeah. The thing is Gerard Mayo was getting interviewed this year too, so I wonder if the Patriots are going to. I mean, Matt Patricia's back. I don't think he'll be defensive coordinator, but I wonder.
No, he's going to be back. He's just going to be in a.
But that's the reason Stafford said he didn't want to come here. So
Yeah.
Oh.
And that, you know what? And that needs to stop. Everybody's shitting on Matt Stafford for that. That needs to.
no, that's his fucking
away.
choice, and that was smart.
It's his choice. And
He's
it was
like,
smart.
I just dealt with that guy for a year. I'm trying to get away from all things Detroit. You know, he's like, why am I going to go to the Patriots? Right? Matt Patricia's there. They're trying to sign Marvin Jones. He's like, I just want a fresh restart. You know, he's like, I
Exactly.
want new receivers, new coach. He's still young enough to where he could play another 8 years.
I feel bad
if
for
he's
Jared
healthy.
Goff.
I don't at all.
I hope Jared Goff goes off because that city did him dirty.
I don't feel bad for him at all because I think he is motivated as hell. I think the Lions set themselves up really well to if they have been drafting well recently. They set themselves up with a brand new head coach that I really like. They have a younger quarterback that can be a franchise quarterback for them. Not elite, right? But can be something that they can hang their hat on, right? He could eventually get to be a top 10 quarterback in the league, right? He's solid, right? He's not terrible, but he's somebody that if you give him the right weapons, the right game plan, they could take him from, 13th, 14th best in the league to 7, 8 in a year, right? Enough to win you a
8,
Super Bowl.
9.
I don't think the Lions are going to win the
jokes.
Super Bowl anytime soon, but I don't know, man. I think I'm happy with the Jared Goff going there because I also think that. And another point I wanted to make, the Deshaun Watson trade rumors, now that they're asking for 2 defensive players and 3 draft picks, the trade I sent to you guys that I would do, would you guys do that?
I thought Houston wasn't gonna trade him.
It was like Joanne Williams, Chase Winovich, and then 3 first-round picks.
No, it would take Winovich and I think it would take Winovich and Gilmore or Jackson.
I think Gilmore 100% would be like, yeah, take him.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. We could say Gilmore and they'd be like, nah, Jackson. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't want to get rid of J.C. Jackson, but
the thing is for me is, so some of the rumors out there is Deshaun Watson and Marvin Jones would be guys that would be coming in, and then we would use the 2nd-round pick on someone like Pat Freiermuth or Kadarius Toney, somebody like that.
If they get Pat Freiermuth, I'll be the happiest.
If they get Deshaun Watson,
I just want a quarterback.
You don't have to change anything.
I just want a quarterback, even if we're not like a
see
super
what Rodney
contender.
Harrison said
like
about
I
Cam?
just want a quarterback that gets us into the playoffs every year. I don't even care if we don't sniff the Super Bowl. I did not see what that quote was.
He said that Cam can no longer play quarterback in the NFL.
I did see that. I did see that. I didn't know that was from Rodney.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's why I said earlier in the year he should be a red zone option for us. I'm totally fine if he wants to be Taysom Hill, right? And be that gadget player if we want to have that here. Right, I'm totally fine with that.
I mean, I would be too, but I think at this point in his career, nobody's gonna want him besides us for that position.
That's what I mean. I'm okay. Bring him back.
If he's not okay with that, he's gonna go coach.
No,
he's having a blast.
Now look, I just want to reel things back in because now I want to give official Super Bowl picks, and then I want to ask you guys, and then I want to ask you guys a few very important betting questions.
Okay. Let's get it.
Okay. So. Bobby, who do you got?
Yes. I've been doing it all year. I'm the best. I'm the best in the regular season. That's right. I'm the best.
I missed 2 weeks.
Hey, I'm still the best. I picked the Jets. The podcast picked the Jets.
The podcast picked it. Thank you, Bobby.
But I took it. But I took the chance. Okay.
You took the chance.
So I'm the best. I'm gonna go with my favorite quote that I've been doing all year.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-liners. Tom Brady.
All right. Buccaneers.
Go Bucks.
Kim?
Listen, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, that defense, Andy Reid, all of that, they have the ability everywhere, and that is why I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because you cannot come against Tom Brady.
Well, he threw me off.
Because I'm sorry, man, he's in a Super Bowl.
Son of a bitch. You
son of a
Look, the real reason is because, like I said, my mind has been telling me to go against him all year. But just in my heart, as a Patriots fan, until Tom retires, I can never bet against that man, and I haven't all playoffs, and I'm not going to now.
Wow.
The Tampa Bay Patriots are in the Super Bowl.
The same exact thing. I have been preaching the Chiefs. I have been saying about how they have been so phenomenal and so great all season long. But just as Cam said, you can't go against the guy who's given. Now here's a guy
giving us everything.
Now here's a guy who's given everything to us. So you can't not say that Tom Brady is going to win the Super Bowl. And like I said, if that front's, where's he going?
I don't know. Just keep going.
No, I'm curious. Where'd he go? Bobby.
All I'm going to say, Tom Brady has given us... Yes.
But I'm saying this one thing. Like I said, if that front seven comes to play like they have this entire playoffs...
Go get TV12.
I'm telling you right now, at the beginning, 2 weeks ago, right when those games ended, I said Chiefs by a milli. But now I'm saying... Chiefs are losing to the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. The Tampa Bay Gronkaneers.
Yeah, I just think, man, with the Patriots, they've given us so much. They are mostly the reason why we started this podcast. Because, look, that is why Boston is title town and everything because of the Patriots. Because of all the teams that have won and been in championships. But more importantly, like we fell in love with football and sports because of Tom Brady. I think if we had a trash franchise like our parents did, when the Patriots were in the 80s and 70s.
Yeah, but they were dedicated fans.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying us. If we had that, I don't think we'd be football fans right now.
They had the toughest quarterback in NFL history. Steve Grogan.
But that's what I'm saying. We had that. That's all I'm trying to say is I think without the winning, not us. When I say us, I mean people of our generation. Like we all would have been football fans. We all would have watched it. I just think the people that are listening to this, we owe that man everything this weekend to be there for him. He left for his own choice, even though Belichick and they had a falling out, whatever. Like they still respect each other. They're gonna forget about this 10 years from now. They're you know what I mean? Like Tom wanted out. He wanted
loves
to change.
Us. He loves New England.
He loves the fans and everything like that.
His kids were born here.
Let's give that man some shit there. So
right,
that is the
boys.
thing. Let's get into the bets.
Now, boys.
Yes.
These are the important bets.
Yeah, let's rattle them off.
Under.
I'm not asking you over under. I'm not asking
Uh-oh.
you money line. I'm asking you the
Props?
important things. What's the coin toss?
Tails. Wait, we should
Heads.
bet as a podcast. Like we'll all put like $5 in each for all of these things. We'll come up with a consensus as a podcast, and we'll just put that one bet in.
I'm saying tails never fails.
I said tails.
Heads.
All right, so tails it is.
Tails it is.
We putting in that bet? All right, we are.
And now
Legally, of course.
legally, of course. And here we go. What color is the Gatorade bath?
Green.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one. I was gonna say green or yellow.
Like the
saying
greenish
yellow.
yellow color. That's what I'm.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
lime green.
Yeah. Oh
I'm gonna
no!
go red.
Actually, you
I'm
know
going
what?
red.
Yeah, I'm going red. I'm going red.
red.
I'm going red. I think that's what I'm gonna have to go with here.
The only thing I'm more annoyed about if the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl is I don't want to see Bruce Arians get a ring. That's the only thing I'd be pissed about.
I don't really care.
And him
I
getting
mean,
a shower.
Bruce Arians has openly admitted that Tom Brady is the coach of that team.
Exactly.
Okay,
So-
that's fine.
And then I got one
yellow.
more.
We're going yellow or
We're going red.
I'm going red too.
we're going,
Going red.
All right.
And then I got one more.
All right, let's hear it.
The chase to 15. Who is the first team to score 15 or score closest to 15? Because, like, as we've seen with the Rams and Patriots, didn't get to that. But
Chiefs.
who is the first team to 15?
Chiefs. They always start off hot.
Jeez.
I'm
I think
also
they
saying
both
Chiefs.
do. I think it's going to come out they're both going to be fine. But the first team, I think, is
Saying
going to be the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think
So
they could go like 15 to 15,
So
21,
Brady, can you
21,
tell
but-
us what a Tails, Red Gatorade, and Chiefs parlay would be if we
Oh,
put $25 on it?
I don't have that on right now. I don't have that on me because those are just random props that I pulled up.
Oh, I thought you were ready to.
Oh no.
post this.
But I am saying that since the 50-50 shot, you have minus 105,
Yep,
and then it's
Okay.
like the Gatorade bath's a weird one.
that'd probably be like plus 200 for red.
Yeah, that's gonna be around the plus 200 territory, and then the first team to 15, if you take the Chiefs, that is at minus 140.
I can't do the parlay math in my head, so
PEMDAS, remember?
I don't think that's
So-
how that works, Bob.
Yes.
One
For
second.
parlays? They don't do
1 second.
PEMDAS to decide the parlay bet.
How do you know?
They go,
It's
wait a minute,
basically-
200 minus 140. All right, so because the parlay
We're
is
still
less
still
likely to
uneven.
happen.
So you're basically if it's gonna be at what that is, we're looking at about you got to put.
I don't think it'd be
One-
even though for a parlay. Parlays always run higher because
Oh yeah, true. But sometimes the parlays are run basically double. So I'm saying like we'd probably put in 100 to win like 180.
Gotcha.
we'll see.
We'll
We'll let you know how that goes, but we're definitely gonna push them straight. Brady, hit us out with the dad joke because we are ready to rock and roll. I guess that was the dad joke right there.
You just kind of stole my thunder a little bit
Damn.
because my joke has something to do with rock.
Oh,
What's the?
let's hear it anyway. We did not prepare this,
Oh no!
by the way.
No.
We had no idea.
It still did not ruin the joke. Trust me.
Okay.
What is a rock band and 4 dudes who don't sing.
Boy band.
A cock band.
Mount Rushmore.
Oh God.
That's a dad joke.
Singer.
That's such a dad joke.
I'm just gonna leave because no one heard me say cock band. See you later.
Cock band.